Everyone thinks consumers, consumers, consumers for mobiles, and that's it. You think that professionals actually turn off while they're at the office? This is a lifeline to our livelihoods. This is how we stay connected with our teams. This is how we make sure and we understand what cutting-edge developments are happening via text, whether we're at the park on Saturday with our kids, whether we're at the office, or we're in transit in between. Let me tell you, we already have 72% of the workforce that's mobile and wired. Decision makers, we love decision makers because decision makers give us okay on budgets, give us okay on products, give us the go-ahead and the green light. 64% of them are already reading their email on mobile device. Action point 1 for everyone here tonight, make sure when you're sending out emails to customers and prospects, like in an email campaign, that you're actually optimizing, because guess what? They might be reading them on this. And what is this? Small. So a little thing like when you send out an email newsletter at the top saying, do you need the optimized version for mobile? And they can click right to that, and it's a shortened form for them. That will go very, very far in your communications. And that's one thing you can start doing right away, and you can make it easier on your audience. Who here has had to read a really, really long email on their smartphone? Please raise your hand. Who here likes reading really, really long emails on it? Yeah, I didn't think so. So little things like that, action point 1. When you travel, I travel a lot, you'll notice you get USA Today outside of your hotel room every morning. The reason being is a USA newspaper, so it spans the entire country, and 2, it has great travel content to it, always has. Well, USA Today mainly targets business professionals, and they're saying, how can we really use these tools? These mobile tools that all these consumers are going gaga over, how can we really use these to our advantage? And they thought, wait a second, location-based check-in services like Foursquare, in this instance, Gowalla, what if we were to partner with them so that when our business audience flies into Dallas, flies into Miami, flies into Boston, and checks in, they get specified content from USA Today for that region and that region alone. What have you just done for your market? 1, you've made it really easy for them to get new value in a new set of media that is the most sweeping media, the highest amount of media of all time from you. You have taken your company. Oh, pity the poor print magazines and print newspapers. Man, they've been through a lot. They've just figured out a way to take their core competence, which isn't print, it's content, and make it really valuable in this day and age. Now, one thing you need to understand about me, I love mobile, I love social, I love all these new technologies. My favorite businesses to work with are B2Bs, business-to-business companies, versus the B2C companies. So I get hammered all the time on how can this really apply to business audiences. And I bring out a ton of examples and scenarios like this, and all of a sudden I just see the light bulbs going off in the boardroom going, I now get how mobile makes sense for my market. So right here, they've just increased their relevancy, their ROI, they actually give value to their market, and in the case that print does go dead and it no longer, they still have a revenue model because they've gone ahead and they've innovated. They haven't waited, they haven't said, we'll go mobile next year. They've innovated now.